Are you an Aquarius that finds yourself to be detached, or you detach easily? Or do you know any Aquarius who are detached or who detach easily? Because that's what we're going to talk about today. Because a lot of people tell me that Aquarius have this ability. And I agree 100%. I really do. So today I want to dig a little bit deep into it because somebody asked me, did I have any good reasons why? Like, why do Aquarius decide to be so detached? And I know that we all have different reasons, but I'm going to give some of the ones that people say to me over and over again. And I'm hoping in the comment section that you guys will chime in if you have other reasons to add into that. So let's get started. My name is QueenAusetHeru, and thank you for joining me for another wonderful edition of Ask an Aquarius. If you haven't already, please hit the red subscribe button and smack the bell. Also, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and pass it on to anyone and everyone who might like it too. Please drop us some positive comments in that comment section. And if you want to get a reading done, please hit me up. All of my information, my email, my social media, all that is underneath this video. Please hit me up. I would love to check you out. I would love to give you a reading. People shout me out on Instagram all the time. Please follow me. I'm always online. That's my job, you know. So please check me out, okay? All right, now I'm going to let you guys know I hear rain. So if you hear rain in the background, you're not losing your mind. That really is rain. All right, so why are so many Aquarius detached? One thing that I hear a lot from Aquarius, and I want to talk about this one first because it's very interesting to me, is that familiarity breeds contempt. What does that mean? It means that when a person or persons have extensive knowledge of or have a close association with someone or something, it leads to a loss of respect for them or it. So this one is one a lot of Aquarius said to me, and I really can understand. And what this basically, if you want to break it down, it's like for a lot of us, we believe when you get close to somebody, it's a liability. And this is one of those reasons, because people will get close to you, get up on your business, and then start to judge you. That's that familiarity breeding contempt. Some of them will start to judge you because they see that you're not like them. Some of them will start to judge your actions or your thought processes. Some of them will start to have contempt for you because they're jealous of who you are or how creative you are. And Aquarius are often very puzzled by this because we're always like, a lot of Aquarius will say to me, why are people jealous of me? That makes no sense. Because we think that what we're doing is just doing us. we just chilling. Like, what do you mean? But a lot of people are jealous of that. A lot of people are jealous because they can't or they don't allow themselves to do what they want. They don't allow themselves to be themselves. So they're jealous of the Aquarius. So that contempt will come in as they get to know you. They get to see how you are. And I've had this happen to me with a lot of people. They got to know me and became jealous of me, or they got to know me and started to judge me or try to change me. Oh, that's a big one. So a lot of us feel like too much familiarity causes these types of issues. Also, it causes more drama. The more people you're attached to, the more drama you will have in your life. If you have people around you that are dramatic, you know? Now, if you don't have dramatic people around you, you won't have as much drama, but you will have to deal with their life struggles. For example, your best friend going through something. You going through something too, you know? Because y'all going to go through that together, you know? So that's what I mean is that for better or worse, the more people that you are attached to, the more familiarity you have with people, the more emotional situations you have to deal with. And Aquarius don't like emotional situations. We deal with them, but we don't like it. Many of us don't like it. Some of us, like myself, I've taught myself to deal with emotion, to express emotion. But many of us don't like it, especially when it's somebody else's crap, you know? Like if somebody's coming to us and dumping, you know, their crap on us all the time. If it's a friend or a loved one, that's different. But I'm sure many of you have been in a situation where somebody came to you and dumped their emotional whatever on you, and you sitting there like, what the hell just happened? I didn't ask for any of this. Like, how did this just happen? So the more people that are familiar with you, the more you have to deal with these kinds of situations. So many Aquarius will prefer to stay detached because then I don't have to deal with other people's drama, other people's emotions, other people setting me off, other people judging me. I don't have to deal with any of this if I just stay by myself, you know? And that's true for a lot of Aquarius. And I think that makes a lot of sense. Still, other Aquarius tell me that they're lone wolves. They say that they like to do things by themselves. And I totally agree with this because I'm going to tell you something. Doing things with another person is fun. You know, going to the bar with my friends is fun. Going to dinner is fun. Traveling is fun. You know, that's fun. You know, laying on the beach is fun. But there's a certain amount of compromise that comes with hanging with other people. So if I'm with you, I'm going to have to ask you where you want to go eat. I got to take your feelings into consideration. I have to take what you're going through into consideration. I might not get to do everything I want to do because you can't do it. Perfect example. On vacation with a friend, I wanted to check out this seafood restaurant that was on Google. Very, very well praised by tourists. So I wanted to check this place out and see what it was hitting for. But my friend is allergic to seafood. Can't be around seafood. Will blow up like a fish. Okay. So I couldn't get to have seafood. I did end up going, but I ended up going by myself. as we see here, the detaching. I had to detach and go by myself because my friend was allergic. I ain't gonna make my friend go and then have an allergic reaction. So of course. But my point was that I couldn't go and do it when I wanted to do it. I had to make arrangements to go later. So this is what I'm talking about. If you are with other people, and that's not a big thing, that's not a horrible thing. You should be concerned about other people that you're hanging with. But if you want to go and just worry about yourself, focus on your own experience. And I found this out because I'm Aquarius. And I found myself wanting to do things sometimes that other people didn't want to do. And I was young. I was very young. Like, for example, Heart was coming to Philadelphia to do a concert. Nobody and their grandmother wanted to go with me to see Heart, you know? And I ended up not going, but it was like pulling teeth. I was trying to get one of my friends to go. I didn't go because I couldn't get the tickets. They sold out before I could get my hands on them, or I didn't have the money, or something like that happened. Something financial happened. And I ended up not going. But the funny part about it was that I could not find anybody who wanted to go. So again, I would have to go by myself. So if you sometimes, you have to compromise with people where you don't want to compromise. So if you spend that time by yourself, you don't have to. You can go where you want. You can eat where you want. You can leave when you want. Think about how many times you've been at an event and was ready to go, but you couldn't go because the people that was with you wasn't ready to go. Okay? Your mama wasn't ready to go. The person that drove you wasn't ready to go. You know what I'm saying? Somebody wasn't ready. You've been ready 2 hours ago to go to hell home and watch Law and Order. If you're anything like me, you want to go home and have a drink and, watch, your shows, or whatever you do when you get home. And the other person is like, no, let's go do this. Oh, let's go do that. Oh, so-and-so said pull through. And you sitting there like, oh my God, Becky, let me go home. So when you're detached and you hanging by yourself, you can leave when you want to. You don't have to wait for Becky, So that's another reason why so many Aquarius are detached. The last one is more of an emotional reason. I've come to find, and other Aquarius that I know have come to find, that closeness brings pain. when you're close to people and you love people, it is inevitable that you are going to feel some pain. For example, your lover may disappoint you. One of your friends, like in my case, my best friend died in March, and it devastated me. You know, it was inevitable that one of us was going to pass over, right? You know, one of us was going to have to deal with that. Just by becoming close to a person, it's inevitable that at some point one of you is going to lose the other one. You know, so whenever you become close to someone, regardless of what capacity, a mentor, a lover, whatever, it's inevitable that there's going to be pain. So a lot of Aquarius are like, well, if I don't get close to nobody, I won't feel no pain. Now, mind you, Aquarius are logical, so that's a very logical way of thinking about it. And it's correct. You know, you can't argue with that logic. But you're also not going to have those tender moments. You know, I had some very tender moments with my best friend. And the support. My best friend supported me, emotionally supported me, mentally supported me in so many different ways. Was my biggest cheerleader. So I never would have had any of that goodness that came from it either. You know? So some Aquarius, you know, they basically they go with the detached, you know, lack of closeness so they don't have to hurt. You know? And many Aquarius told me that one. And I had to agree. I get what they're saying, but I'm not willing to let go of compassion. I'm not willing to let go of tender moments to never be hurt. And I've heard other signs talk about this too, but I hear it a lot with Aquarius. So an Aquarius may tell me, I may say to them, you got a girlfriend, you got a boyfriend? And they'll be like, no, yeah, I'm just chilling. And when I get more and more into the conversation with them, I find out that it's because they don't want to get hurt. And many of us don't want to get hurt. I mean, who wants to get hurt? But Aquarius will sometimes use our logic and intellect to safeguard us from getting hurt, you know? And being detached is one of those ways. If I'm not attached to a person, I'm not going to be as hurt if something happens to them. I'm going to be sad for them. I might even give condolences or be, you know, like it might hurt. Like for instance, if a celebrity dies, I am hurt. I might do a video. I might give them a tribute, you know. I might even cry, you know. But at the end of the day, I don't know them. I'm not close to them. So it's not going to hurt as much as long, you know. So a lot of Aquarius like to remain detached because of that. So if you know an Aquarius and they won't get close to you, that could be the reason. Maybe somebody passed over or betrayed them or something in 1986, and they decided they was never going to get close to another person. They was going to remain detached because of that. Now, even though other signs will do this, the reason why this comes up a lot with Aquarius is because we're good at it. We're really good at being lone wolves. We're really good at doing our own thing. We're really good at entertaining ourselves. We're excellent at that. So other signs might be lonely or they might be complaining about it or something like that. But the Aquarius is like, no, I'm chilling. I'm detached as fuck, but I'm chilling. And they're not even gaslighting you. They really are chilling, you know, because we're good at it. But I personally have done both. I've been detached and I've allowed myself to cautiously make a few attachments. And honestly, even the times when something went wrong, such as a breakup, a backstabbing, a betrayal, a death, I'm still glad I did it. I'm still glad I had those experiences. I'm still glad that I love those people. I'm still glad because it's part of the experience of life. So I'm glad that I had those experiences. But not all Aquarius, not all people feel that way. So sometimes a person may be detached. And you might be sitting there thinking to yourself, because I had a lot of people say this to me, like women or a guy who's trying to get with an Aquarius. And they'll be like, Queen, I'm doing everything. I'm doing everything. I'm calling them. I'm looking out. We're going here. I'm doing everything that you should do in this situation. And my Aquarius keeps me at an arm's distance. My Aquarius won't spend the night is a common one that I hear. Or my Aquarius only calls sporadically. Or things like this. Maintain distance. So maybe your Aquarius is acting funny because they're trying to maintain a detached state. If they're not sharing their feelings with you, they're not taking you places, they're not introducing you to people, they're trying to remain detached. And it's not because you're not good enough. It's not because you're not a good person. It's not because you're not attractive. It's because they want to remain detached to keep from getting hurt. That's it. And they might not know that. They might not say that, but you could tell by their action. If they like you a lot and they're still acting detached, that's why. And many of us will get over it. Many of us, after a while, if we really like the person, we will get over these things I talked about and be like, you know what, I'm going to attach anyway. And some of us never will. So just know if you're dealing with a detachment problem with an Aquarius, it could be one of the things we talked about in this video. And please let us know in the comments section if you have any more. I would love to see some more. Okay? All right, let's do some positive comments. Trivion Smith. I think I said that right. Said, I'm an Aquarius. Okay, shout out, Mr. Smith. Shout out, my Aquarius. The next one comes from Key Baby. What's up, Key Baby? Key Baby 4444. Key Baby said, happy Friday. This came today, by the way. What's up? Happy Friday. Can you do a money reading for Aquarius soon? Yes. Next week, I'm going to do a money reading, a love reading. Let me see. Is that all? Yeah, I'm going to definitely do those too. And I might do some others too. I'm going to do a poll to see what gossip y'all want, what celebrity gossip y'all want, or what mystery y'all want. So remember, when I do polls, I always do a poll for mysteries, and I do a poll to see what celebrities you want me to talk about. Okay? People have asked me to do Rihanna and Chris Brown. Which I thought was interesting because I know they broke up a long time ago, but there's a lot of speculation about those two. So it's quite a few celebrities people have asked me about, plus there's some other mysteries. So I will be putting polls in the comment section, in the community section. So please make sure that you vote in the polls and let me know. I want to know what you want to see. I want to create content that is interesting to you and fun for me to create. Okay, so I definitely will do those Aquarius readings next week. I just was behind. Honest, I can't even make an excuse. My friend died in March, and I went into the worst depression that I have been in the past, I don't know how long. Seriously. She was helping me get over the situation that I went through in October, and now I'm getting over losing her. So when she passed over the middle of March, I ain't been right since. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I haven't been the same. I've been very withdrawn, disassociating, lack of motivation. I finally stopped crying though. That was a good thing, because I cried for a while. But I'm trying to climb back up. So just bear with me, y'all. Bear with me. Many of you gave thoughts and energy and prayers. I really appreciated that. And I'm getting it together. I just need some time. This was my best buddy, my ace. I called her every day. Before I started my day, I called her. She was the first thing I did. I checked on her first and foremost. And we did our journal assignments. We would laugh and joke. And then I would start working, So it's a big loss. It's the biggest loss I've ever had since my grandmother. My grandmother died when I was 7, and I am 47 now. So it took 40 years for me to have an attachment that was that serious that when they died, it just devastated me. So I'm pulling it together. Keep praying for my friend Teresa's soul. Keep praying for me. And asking Aquarius is going to keep moving forward. Okay? All right, guys. Thank you so much. And come back soon because I got a lot more to say. See you later.